with anytime you get a team that's that hot, it's obviously a great win for us. Longest win streak in the country and playing great basketball. And they came in, hungry. And we had to play well to win, and we played well enough. We had 17 turnovers, but thank God we turned them over as well, 17 times as well. So it was kind of a wash. But we've got to do some things to clean it up. But at the end of the day, an 18-point win at home is it's a good feeling and good springboard, hopefully, in the Saturday preparation for another team that's very, very talented, playing great basketball right now. I don't know if they won tonight or not. Did they?
Denver did.
Oh, Denver won. Okay. So they'll obviously, UT August will come in hungry for a win. And we've got to take care of business, and we'll see where it goes.
Well, and I know that the Saturday game you can't look past, but this kind of game's got to give you a lot of momentum going into next week.
Well, yeah, I think it will. But, you're only as good as your last game, so we have to play well Saturday. People will forget this game if we don't play well on UT Arlington. The kids might not, but and that's really what's important. They do need the momentum going in, so I guess kind of contradicting what I started to say. But, yeah, it's a good win. It's a big win for us. There's no question about it. This team, Louisiana Tech's a very talented team, a lot of depth. They played well, so it's a good win for us. If we're going to be among the elite and have a chance to win this thing, you've got to take care of business at the house. We did tonight.
Point guards, talk about that, like they struggled with the press. I thought Tyrone was big and great in the press.
Well, he's a seasoned guy. He's an experienced guy. It's a tribute to our team. I talked to Remy, and he knows with Tyrone back for a few games here, the last 2 games, he knows that his minutes were going to decline, and he's coached us whenever you call on me, I'll be ready, and he did a good job when he had his time to play. And but the point guard play was, Terrell was sick and hadn't practiced the last couple of days, and I didn't make that public just because, I don't know, it just never came up. But he was a gutsy performance by him. I mean, we weren't sure he was going to be able to play coming into the game, but Jude Pay and Dr. Baker did a great job of keeping fluids in him and giving him the right medication that he needed to at least get back physically. So it was good tag team, even though they didn't, like I say, produce the amount of turnovers that I would have liked, and they struggled a little bit at times. But I tell you what, when they got back in the half, defensively, they both did a pretty solid job. So, and I think it was more important their defensive effort than the turnovers they committed. They caused a few of those turnovers the other way too. So you got to play both sides of the ball. It's not always the offensive end.
Coach, nation's longest winning streak comes to an end tonight at the Pan Am Center.
Yep.
18-point victory. You took it to them. Just kind of talk about what it was like for you to see the fans rush the court and then the blowout win tonight. It's a good feeling. It's just it's hard as a coach to celebrate too much. You just as you get a little more seasoned in the profession, you kind of enjoy the whole thing when it's all over. But you got to enjoy the ride and try to enjoy the journey as you do it. But the things that are sticking out in my mind right now are all the things that we need to clean up for Saturday. But I'd be lying if I didn't say it felt good and it was a relief. It was more of a relief that we played up to our capabilities against a really good team, and we needed to do that. So I don't know if it was this joy, because I feel like we're a good team, and when we maybe took a little bit, I don't want to say a step back, but didn't play up to our potential on the road against Denver. So it was good to see the guys show some resilience and come back and take care of their home court. So and again, you got to give kudos to La Tech for winning 18 in a row. I know how hard it was to win 12 in a row, so 18, they must have had a lot of pressure going into each game, and they handled it well with a young, talented team.
Marvin, I thought the most impressive thing was every time they made a run to try to get back in, you guys stepped it up, and it was almost like you guys were the team with 18 straight wins, and you looked a lot more seasoned.
I wish that was the case, but we did have some bounce back tonight. It was a game of runs. That's basketball, and they were going to have theirs. We talked about it before the game. Look, guys, they're going to have a run. We're going to have a run. We just got to weather the storm and do the best job we can defensively all night, chasing them off the three-point line. And I think they were 4 for 7 in the first half from the 3 and ended up like 6 for 15.
And so we held them to 2 for 8 the second half. The 2 that they made were pretty deep threes that one was challenging, one was not. So I think we did a good job of taking care of the scouting report. And at the end of the day, that was the deciding factor for us.
I think you guys are locked into the 3-6. I mean, talk about
With
Saturday.
Denver winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about Saturday and how you want to. I mean, back-to-back 21 seasons.
Well,
you guys are-
let me think for a second. What is Denver's record right now?
They only have 2 losses in conference.
Oh, they only have 2. So, okay, so, I don't know why I was thinking if they had to lose both this weekend, right?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. I think the 3-6 seed is a game where now you don't have to watch on Tuesdays as heavily. Obviously, you know who you're playing. There may be some advantage to being a 3 seed. I mean, if you don't win at all, then what's the difference between a 2 and a 3? You gotta go win the tournament. So, this is a good win for us in a lot of ways, We can't get ahead of ourselves. We gotta take care of whoever's sick. Who is that, Idaho? Idaho, so we're gonna have to see Idaho, who is a struggle to play against, and, they match up with us really well. We've got 1 and 2 point games, I think, against them, so, we can't worry about the next game, that's for doggone sure. And maybe the fact that we've had tight games against them is good. Maybe that will keep our guys on edge and not look forward, because sometimes, kids are, they'll do that. So we've got to concentrate on taking care of Idaho, and it's probably a good thing, to be honest with you, that we have one team that we know we're going to play with a longer preparation for that.
It seems like you're going zone to close games out. Is that maybe just the way it was?
It's worked for us. It's been something that we didn't give up very many points when we went to it. And I didn't anticipate staying in it that long. It was just something that was really, really effective, and I think at the end of the day, that was kind of a if it's not broke, don't fix it type of scenario. And I didn't expect to stay in it that long. And they did a good job changing up defenses on us, and we put Kevin in, and they go back to man. They take Kevin out, they go back to zone. So. But Baja did a great job adjusting, and Daniel just got on a roll, and we really attacked the zone well, and he did a good job off the bounce. He's had very good film sessions with myself in the office lately, and he's really getting his head back where it needs to be. He's a very, very talented player with, he's just got that one gear that's fifth. He needs to know how to downshift to third and then back to fourth and to fifth, and he did a good job of that tonight.
Was it an ankle?
Rolled his ankle. He said it's hurting him a lot right now, but if he was able to get back and play, I mean, I can't anticipate that he won't be ready for Saturday. So I'm hoping and optimistic that he could play. Now, whether he be 100%, I don't know. And whether it's senior night, so he's going to play for some time. But I just gotta see. I mean, if we're locked at 3 and 6, obviously you're going to play to win the game. That's but you also have to factor in things in that kind of scenario. So we'll see where it goes. Right now, I'm hoping and praying that he'll be healthy and able to play a productive game. And, he's had some family in town that came from Canada to see his final game. So, happy he was able to get back up the floor and do some things for us.
I have a couple. Coach Menzies, you guys broke their press. Early on, the press seemed to give you a little bit of trouble. Did you make any adjustments in terms of how you approached their press defense?
Yeah, well, we weren't breaking it the way we were supposed to, And so
What were you supposed to do?
The adjustment was doing it the right way.
The adjustment was wake up. But what were you doing and what were you supposed to be doing?
Well, we were dribbling into what we call coffin corner. We were going, coffin corner is about 6 to 8 feet on each side of the half to the sides. And call it coffin corner because you're dribbling in there and you're dead. And we kept dribbling in there into 2 guys and getting put under pressure, and long, athletic, quick guys that were, taking advantage of their 2 good athletes against 1, and that's not how we want to break the pass. So we got our reversals, and then we started to attack up court, passing and trying to advance it to the baseline. And we got some of those looks after a few timeouts. We finally got them to take the right approach to break the press.
Sim, obviously, it seemed like he really befuddled their offense. Now, he does that to a lot of teams, but it seemed like it threw them off.
I think our overall size was
Yes.
beneficial. But Sim specifically, obviously, we had Sim try to stay around that paint as much as possible. I don't know how many blocks he had, but
5.
He had 5.
yeah, pretty impressive. They got him down 4 here, so. But, is that him? I'm looking at, wrong thing, I was looking at Steelers. Yeah, he's just, you know, I'll tell you, he's just such an alert kid defensively too. I thought he did a really good job of not fouling. I mean, it's easy to foul little guys coming in, and he just stayed vertical and really played it smart, you know, changed shots and got blocks, but also changed shots, you know, which
Yeah.
is a big part of it. So, you know, he's a key, he's an anchor to us defensively when he's playing like that.
And then how big was it just to see Daniel break out? Because the last handful of games, I know he wasn't playing offense the way he wanted to. He had a big game tonight,
He had
though.
some good defense. He's done a lot of good things defensively, but it was good. It was really good. I mean, we're going to need him. We're going to need him. We're going to need Bonja. You know, Bonja didn't have a great scoring game tonight, but he gets 8 boards and he's great on defense. You know, so
Yeah, he's making
again, you know, he's one of those guys. Like I'm getting calls on Bonja from a lot of different people, agents, and some professional guys have sent in some notes and stuff, and I love the way he defends. You know, I mean, he's a 6'9" guy that can get out and climb out and get on the perimeter, sit down and guard people. And that's a rare athletic, anomaly in NCAA. So he's raising some eyebrows. So as long as we keep winning, he'll keep raising them.
Ready for coach?
That's
Great.
it.